Hi, I'm Frank from Public Spend Forum, back again with another video tutorial, this time on how to find the best government contractors using GovShop. In the last video, we talked about the basic search capabilities available to you. So you already know that you can find suppliers by keyword, product and service codes, and contract vehicles. But sometimes a keyword isn't enough. For instance, if we were searching for the keyword nurses, we see results across all three categories, starting with suppliers that have the keyword nurses in the name of their profile. In this situation, it would be advisable to use the offerings or contract vehicles categories to find more relevant suppliers, since we can't really tell much from the supplier names. Now notice how descriptive these offering titles are. We've got NAICS codes with clarifying keywords, NIGP codes, and product service codes. That's really helpful. There are also 33 more offerings that we see that are all relevant to that nurses keyword. So let's go ahead and check out what offerings has for us. So the first thing to notice is how our keyword is highlighted, which makes it easy to hone in on the best categories that are relevant to our nurses search. So GovShop does sort them by NAICS code, NIGP code, and PSC code, which is really helpful, especially if you're a state and local versus federal buyer. Obviously, the codes are going to be a little different for where you're buying. But let's dig in a little further and say I'm a buyer for a healthcare system, and we need to staff a newly built hospital with registered nurses. So the category codes are a good resource here, since we can differentiate between all the different nursing resources. Now, as a buyer for the federal government, I'm most interested in the product service code structure, so I can focus my attention there. And I see that Q is the broader category code for medical services, and that Q401 is a specific code for medical nursing. If I hover my mouse over that link there, I can see that there are over 1,000 suppliers grouped in that PSC code. So that's as good a place to start as any. Okay, so here are all the suppliers that are cataloged under this PSC. It's time to filter them down to a more manageable list of relevant suppliers, and I can do that using the Browse and Filters command. Clicking there will bring up all of our GovShop filters here on the left side. I can filter by business size, government set-aside program, ownership, location served, what type of vendor they are, the number of employees, annual revenue, all sorts of information that's relevant to our market research. Now, for me, I only want to hire nurses from an SDVOSB company, so I can click on that set-aside category right here. Service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses, that's SDVOSB. And when I do apply that filter, I see that we have 144 suppliers, which is good. That was over 1,000 when we started this search, and then with one click, I can narrow it down to 144. That's really terrific. Now, we can read some of the basic company descriptions from this search results list and see if any of them stand out. And if we see any that look really relevant, we can take a closer look. So take, for instance, Whitestone Healthcare Resources. Let's see what's in their supplier profile. Now, there's some great information right away. We've got the description. We've got the keywords that Whitestone maps to. We've got supplier information like the DUNS number, number of employees, annual revenue, when they were founded. So I can see this company has a long history since they were founded in 2004, and they exclusively sell to the public sector. That's good information. There's contact information if I need to reach out. Maybe I want to request a capability statement from them or invite them to respond to an RFI. I can again see their diversity status and also the existing contracts that they qualify under. So I can see here that they are actually part of the Professional and Allied Healthcare Services schedule, and that's a GSA schedule. So if I needed to buy quickly from them, I would be able to do that. And then I can also see what additional product service codes they're mapped to at the bottom. And if I want to see NAICS codes, I can see that as well, which can be helpful sometimes in determining small business set-asides. Location served is something we're working on, but right now we do have a basic mapping there, and that's going to evolve as we move forward on GovShop. But I want to just show you really quickly into a supplier profile. If I like this company and want to make sure I save them for later, I can add them to my saved list. It does require that free account, but super easy to set up. I've already created mine. So there you go. I've saved them to my saved suppliers list, and they'll be there when I return. All right, in the next video, we are going to get a little bit more advanced and go deeper into the features that GovShop has to offer, including reviewing a helpful tool that will help you conduct your best market research ever. Thanks. Bye.